It's the show. How
I was getting.
I listen to
A lot of people mean
It's Kid Craddock in the morning.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, JC is in a movie. Let's give it up for JC.
Now,
Mr. Jose Chavez.
why am I doing this is probably the first question that comes to your mind.
and JC is not an extra.
No.
No,
He is
I finally
the
got to talk.
lead.
I'm doing this because why not?
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Check it off your bucket list.
Well,
dude.
acting's always been one of your dreams, and I believe we used to talk about it all the time because
Yeah.
all of us, including Kid, had all been in a movie to some capacity, some more than others. Kelly had a much bigger role than most of us.
You actually got
wish-
to talk.
I wish that would be wiped out of the databases.
Why?
It was so bad.
No,
so
but
embarrassing.
you know what? It's a story.
It is.
You've been in a movie.
And at least you got to do it. That's why I wanted to do this.
Got to
'cause
do it.
If I do it and I suck, then at least I tried it. And if
Yeah.
I do it and I'm good, then at least I know I can kind of do it. And man, is it difficult to act.
So they put
take
you.
us through
Man, it really is.
Take
Yeah, I
us
think
back to the most recent stuff.
I was going to say, I think for people who have actually devoted years to their craft and actually go to all these acting classes and they bleed and they sweat and
Right.
they live for it and they've waited tables and they've scrounged, they've slept on floors, anything just for the
car.
sake of acting.
Yeah.
And JC's a DJ and gets a phone call and gets to be a lead in a movie. That's got to be gutting. That's got to be gutting.
Yeah, but I've worked hard to get to where I am today.
But not to act.
But
I know,
to
not to act. But I've always said that I wanted to do, and I've done a couple things.
There's a
here
lot
and
of things
there.
I want to do. I want to
know.
be a princess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to be a princess, and I'm not getting a phone call from anyone with an English accent
you
asking
might.
me to be a princess.
It's not my fault. The director of the movie happened to be a listener of the show, and he just kind of saw that lead character as me. He liked the way I sounded, and he thought I could do that.
Oh, before we know it, he's going to be with James Lipton on Inside the Mexican Actors Studio.
I don't see that happening.
Posing with his Hollywood star,
But I felt-
Walker Fame.
I felt good.
Who's the Univision version of James Lipton?
Univision?
We'll do our own.
Oh, I'd want to go to
Excuse
like
me. What was it?
Univision?
I didn't say it right.
Univision?
So take us there, dude. Come on.
It's one of those things where I felt good leading to Friday because I knew I was starting on Friday. That was my first day of shooting, and I felt good about it. I felt confident. And then on Thursday night, I got the call sheet, and it lets you know which scenes you're going to be filming.
Oh, nice.
So
And movies are always filmed out of order anyway.
Yeah, they're all over the
when
place.
When there's flashbacks, sometimes they film the end of the movie first, depending on timing and availability of
Right.
locations. So you were filming something that's probably not in the beginning of the movie.
no, it's not. I did film the first scene of the movie. Then I filmed some scene that's way later in the movie, and then we filmed the scene that's
Because you've compared this feature independent film to Crash, which
Kind of.
many people have seen, a bunch of different storylines that all come together somehow
Exactly.
in a dramatic finish.
And so they have other people that are filming their scenes, and so I don't film every day. I don't know what's going on in the filming world with them because I came in about a week late. They had already been filming.
Okay.
And so I felt good about it until I got the call sheet.
They gave you an acting coach, though, right?
Yeah, but then they canceled. So I didn't.
So you didn't get an acting coach. You got to do one cold read
Oh,
through
yeah.
the script.
No,
Dude, this is a love scene.
We were-
You just made 2 babies. You got this.
We were supposed to meet and with an acting coach to block it because I haven't done this before. I don't know. I don't even know what blocking is. I just heard him talk about blocking and blocking.
And the poor actors. He doesn't even know what blocking is.
I'm sorry.
He never has blocked in his life.
Well, let me tell you this: Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul, who's on Breaking Bad, also did not have very much
Don't
acting
you
experience.
compare yourself.
I'm not, but I'm saying it happens to people. Sometimes you get lucky. I got extremely lucky. I know that, Kelly Raspberry. I
hey,
know I'm extremely
you
lucky
know
that
what?
I got this.
I'm just going to throw this out there since I'm really nervous about this and I don't even want to think about it till the moment happens. When
Yeah.
we interview Aaron Paul this week, yes, we are interviewing Aaron Paul.
Which
We
one
are.
is he?
He is
He's
Jesse
Jesse
Pinkman
Pinkman.
on Breaking Bad.
Which one is that?
the
cool
younger
one.
one, the high school dropout.
Maybe you better let me handle it. I got
I'm just
no
saying,
fear whatsoever.
Maybe since all he ever gets asked about is Breaking Bad and it's almost over, we should just get some advice from the guy that didn't have much acting experience for
Hey,
JC.
I will take it. I will take any advice. But yeah,
anyways, so filming a love scene.
our acting coach canceled, so we didn't get to meet each other again. So I met the girl once. We did a cold read for about half an hour. I went on my way, and she stayed there for a little bit longer to go some other scenes with another guy that's in the movie. And so that was it. And so when they canceled this, and I saw that the first scene we're doing is that scene, in my first day of acting,
So there's no rehearsal. You're filming. You're shooting.
I did not.
No rehearsal?
No.
The cold
You
read
do
of
cold
it?
read. You kind of go over it, but that scene you can't really practice. You just kind of do it.
So you're in an apartment? Or
You're in an
set
apartment
somewhere.
And the night before, Al, I didn't sleep at all because I can't even tell you the nervousness I was feeling. It was that weird feeling in your stomach where
It's called butterflies.
Isn't it funny considering what we do for a living, and you talk to millions of people every day, and you're on TV, but this kind of thing being thrown out of your element.
But this is different because here I'm with you guys, and you guys are like my best friends, and I know you guys very well, and I feel comfortable around you guys, and I can talk.
Obviously not comfortable enough for me to be in the movie with you.
Well, no, I can't do that with you. I'll never make out with you, Jenna.
See, now never say never. You just putting that out in the universe.
I understand. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
No, she feels the same way, and I just felt extremely nervous going there, and because all these people already knew each other, they had worked to some degree.
They're actors.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like some of them have even worked together.
Yeah.
So they knew each other. I'm like the new kid in school. So I just show up and I'm like, hey, everybody. And I'm just standing off to the corner and they're all being friendly and high-fiving and ha-ha joking around from the other day of shooting. And I'm just sitting there and
You're Johnny come lately.
I'm Johnny come lately. And I seriously feel so nervous. I feel like I'm about to puke. I feel sweaty. Then they have to turn off the AC because any sort of noise screws up the scene apparently. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And then they finally go, all right, JC, go get ready for the scene.
Now,
Does that basically just mean take off your clothes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Okay.
so just go get ready and just walk out here.
You might as well just do it right there.
when he said get ready, how ready did they want you to get?
Well, I was wearing shorts.
Okay.
So I didn't.
All right.
Boxers? You were
I was boxers. And so I just kind of. So
I thought you were offering to show, buttocks.
I was kidding. I don't want to show my butt on a huge screen. I have no. You've seen my butt.
Yeah, you got
Well, I haven't seen it.
Lower
let's
lack
be
thereof.
clear.
Butt's better than the front.
I'm not
Okay,
showing
so
no
what
butt.
happened?
I
So,
just go in there and I take my clothes off.
do they put makeup on you when you're going to be in the bed naked?
They put some powder on you,
Okay.
but just on your face, and then you just kind of walk in and you just lay down on this bed, and then she
And then
goes
she
and gets
walks
ready in her room, and she walks out, and
What'd she come out wearing?
What she got on?
she's got a robe.
So she had nothing on.
Oh, my.
Well, robe.
No, she had shorts on,
But no top.
and so she walks out, and you just kind of look at each other, and all right, so the director just kind of tells you, all right, you sit here, and then you do this.
Now, did you like extra deoderant?
Oh, yeah.
And mouthwash?
I did everything possible.
Sanitize.
I did everything I could possibly do to
I don't
make
mean
it.
Yeah.
I don't mean like a little bird stripper bath. I don't mean that. You
No.
took a real
I
full on.
went home.
He was eating hard-boiled eggs in the studio on Friday morning, and I said, "You're going to do that when you're going to go film a love scene?"
Yeah.
Was there any dialogue in this love scene?
No.
So it just
There's
had to get
no dialogue. So there's no lead up. There's no.
There's just touching.
There's no nothing. You just kind of. And I've heard actors talk about
What kind
doing
of
these
film is
scenes.
this?
Like
You gotta. I mean, even in real life, you gotta warm up to it a little bit.
I know,
don't
right?
ya?
And so I even went on and I looked up Robert Pattinson because I knew he did a love scene on Twilight, and he talked about it, and he talked about how awkward it was. So I was preparing for this to be awkward, but you can't prepare for how awkward it is just because you just walk in and all right, lay down, and then you young lady come over here and do this thing and
Do
then
what thing?
You're
they
being
set
very
you up.
vague.
Keep it clean for kids.
They position you
Okay.
for how they want you to look.
They
Spooning?
blocked it.
You
Yeah,
spooning?
they blocked
For the
it.
camera.
Are y'all sitting on the bed or are you laying in the bed?
We're in the bed.
Sometimes mommies and daddies like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go to
this
bed
is-
together.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
And sometimes they kiss.
Right, exactly.
And so they set them up for lots of kissing, right?
Right.
Nice.
And so you just sit there and they position you, they block you, and then all of a sudden
all of a sudden you got to start kissing
they
on
walk. No, then
Okay.
they walk away, and you're just awkwardly staring at each other, like, all right, well, how's it going today? You're making small talk so it's not just wham bam boom. So we're kind of talking, and she looks nervous, and I'm like, great. This is awesome.
But
So
she's hot, girl.
she's a real actress, and she's nervous. And I looked at her, I was like, you're nervous? She goes, I am incredibly nervous right now. And I'm like, oh my God, that makes me feel so much better that you're nervous. And she's like, oh, you're
So
nervous?
let's do this.
And then so we're finally we have a little chat, and then all of a sudden the director goes, quiet on set. And so we just quiet down.
Showtime.
And I'm like, well, quiet, what are we doing?
Money time.
And he goes, action.
All right.
And we're just kind of just sitting there.
And did she get not nervous real quick?
No, we stayed nervous. It took us a couple times because he said action.
Couple of times.
because we didn't do anything. He said action, and I was just kind of staring at her, and she's staring at me, and I just finally looked over at the camera, and I was like,
Just go?
You looked at the camera.
Just go?
I was like,
I'm sorry, what does action mean exactly?
No, action
well, what do you want me to do?
Action means kiss, right?
And again, the actor's listening. I can't believe this man has
please.
my part.
JC didn't acknowledge the third wall.
Come on.
And so I just
you
looked
gotta
at the
start
camera,
kissing her.
and she did the same thing. I was like, so what do we do? We just kiss and stuff? And he goes, yeah, it's a good place to start. And I said, okay.
So did he give you basically it's like improv? They give, basically you're going to kiss, but you have to end here. So however it takes you to get to this point, is that what you were instructed to do?
Yeah, I mean, you have an
Kiss
end
to this
point,
point.
but it was just starting
Or
was
just
the
kiss
most.
until we yell cut. And then
Right.
JC be like, I don't understand. What is cut? You mean
No, I know
stop?
what cut means.
Okay.
Pull your knife out, cut somebody.
Okay.
So he goes, so I go, we just start, and he goes, yes, you guys just start. And then she goes, I need a minute. She goes, I just gotta get it. So she's kind of flipping out a little bit, and she's like,
Oh, she doing actor exercises? Did you
No,
pay
she wasn't
attention
doing
and start following?
It was just, it's not. we
whatever
don't-
she did, you did.
Yeah.
No, she starts doing that, and JC starts doing bicycle crunches in the
Right.
bed.
Oh, I've been to auditions where girls are in the lobby doing that. I'm like, you
No, she
freak.
wasn't. She was just. It's just nervous. She doesn't know me. I don't know her. She has a boyfriend. I'm married.
But you're actors.
I know.
You're professionals.
It's still weird.
It was
Perfect
like
and good
Ryan
care.
Gosling and Rachel McAdams did not know each other when they got together to do The Notebook. And, did
And
you
look where
see
that led.
And you know-
chemistry and that passion?
And you know what happened? They said it was nerve wracking when they did that scene. I'm
But
sure
they ended
said
up dating for quite some
No,
time.
there's no-
You fake it till you make it.
Right.
Are you thinking about Kinsey while you're starting to kiss here? Are you thinking about the girl that you're kissing? Which one are you thinking about?
I don't even. I couldn't tell you what I was thinking about, Al, because I seriously just blinked.
Okay.
And so he just looks at and he just start. So okay, action. So you start doing things,
Good.
and then all of a sudden,
Kissing.
some dude's hand is touching you,
Huh?
and you're like, what's
Threesome?
going on?
No.
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening?
kind of movie y'all filming,
And then he goes, cut. I want you to take your hand, and then about 10 seconds in, I want you to go from the shoulder to here, and then I want you to
Nice.
block her out this way, and I want this hand to come up here on her hair, and then I want you to move her hair out of the way.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move the camera over here. And so
Oh, it's
I'm like,
so clinical.
Wow, yeah.
so it turns into this whole thing where you got to be thinking about what you're supposed to be doing, and then you got to be thinking about where your hands are supposed to be moving at what time they're supposed to be
Wow,
moving.
you're acting.
While you're acting, and you're supposed to be in
Mood.
passion and the
Yeah.
mood and all this stuff. And it was just weird.
Yeah, but how do you rate your performance after the fact?
Well, the funny thing is they show you a playback afterwards,
You're like,
and then I felt incredibly awkward.
Then you're like, I got to email this to Kinsey right
She was
away.
great. I mean, she was doing a great job. I felt awkward just because I felt like it was robotic almost.
yeah, but then once you saw it.
And then I looked at it, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're good, right?
Yeah. I
You're
was
so
like,
good.
yeah.
You're impressed with
It
yourself.
looks like two people that are like.
You call Kinsey?
Yeah.
No.
You
no.
should see what I
So,
just did.
here's-
This is awesome. I made out with this girl. You've been proud of me.
So speed bump number 1 that day was the love scene, right?
Yeah.
Speed bump number 2 is Kinsey. Because Kinsey had told me, do not tell me when you're going to film this love scene because I don't want to be sitting at home thinking about you
Making out with
another girl the entire time. And I was like, absolutely, I won't. That's cool. I can do that because
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't.
that
Your
must feel
promise.
great as a wife who just gave birth a week ago, not feeling so good about your body, and your
She's-
husband's making out with
she's-
another woman.
She's been surprisingly very supportive about this.
Wish
Like,
my-
extremely supportive.
Wish my ex-wife had never told me that. Baby, don't call me when you're making out with another girl. Please, don't call me. I don't want to know.
Well, that's different.
That'd be
You were
great.
doing-
So
you were doing
how did it
that.
go when you got home?
So I get home, and the first thing Kinsey says, because I posted a picture of us on set, and it was just of us. We were filming a different scene, actually. No,
Okay.
it wasn't even that
Okay.
scene. It was a different scene. I was still wearing clothes and jeans and shoes, and I was just kind of sitting on the bed, and they were putting makeup on
It was pre-nude.
my co-star.
Was post nude, perhaps.
No, it was pre. And Kinsey goes, she looks at me, and she kind of puts her chin up, and she goes, you filmed the love scene, didn't you?
She could smell it on you.
And I said,
Oh, yeah, a woman can
well, I'm
smell it.
sure. And I was like, so I don't know how to answer this because she told me not to tell her if I was going to film it, but she never told me not to tell her if I did film it. So I was like, well, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, we filmed it today. And she goes, huh, how many times did you have to kiss her?
Heck yeah, she wants to know that.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if I should be answering all these questions you're about
you
to start asking me
You
because
need
I
to
don't
call
think
your
you want to
lawyer.
know all
You
these
need to call
questions.
me on these questions.
And she
though.
goes, well, were you naked? And I said, no, I wasn't naked. And she's like, was she naked? No, she wasn't naked.
Not all the way naked.
Yeah, y'all
Interesting.
real pretty close to that.
And then once again, well, how many times did you kiss? And I said, I don't know, once or twice, a few times. And she goes, did you
Okay.
Tongue kiss.
Yeah, did you?
French
what,
kiss.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
And then she
Did you
left
like
that.
it?
Right. Did
Yeah.
you like it? And I looked at her. I was like, you can't possibly.
There
like
is only one
it's
answer
too
to
awkward.
that question,
No.
JC.
You
yeah,
can't.
exactly.
You like it?
No.
You can't.
You're supposed to say no.
You just
before.
can't. You honestly cannot like it. And I'm being dead honest. You can't like it because it's just so awkward and all these dudes are looking at you and everybody's touching
I
you.
thought the director told you, oh, absolutely, you're going to like it. Remember,
Wait a
the
minute.
director told you, he said it happens every time.
Yeah, and you can't
absolutely
like it considering so many movie stars get together when they have love
Right.
scenes and, on
Right, how
movies
can
in
you,
real life.
how can
He
you
liked
not
it. He's
like
lying.
kissing an
He
attractive
liked it.
girl?
He can't make eye contact. He liked it.
Kelly,
How can you not like kissing an attractive girl? Unless she's a bad kisser, there's no other way. It doesn't mean you're cheating on your wife. It just means you can still enjoy it. This would be my argument anyway. I'm
what?
I'm asking.
You are the worst.
Yeah.
You
What?
you don't say that to your wife.
I was kissing.
Let's just go to the phones.
Yeah.
I think we need to
Thanks, Kelly.
stop this here.
Are we good?
Subscribe now for more videos from Kid Craddock in the Morning. And check us out at kidnation.com. It's Kid Craddock in the Morning.